Meanwhile, I invite Mr. Panse to ask the question on the NPA matter. Mr. Panse, are you there?
Yes.
You can ask one question to Mr. Kharath or Mr. Patnaik.
Sir, this 3 lakh crore loan which is collateral free, how it will be treated if after 3 years or 4 years that account becomes NPA? Whether the personal guarantees or the existing securities will be extended to this loan also, or it will be treated separately. And the other question is that whether those cases which are under the process of willful defaulter or not yet declared willful defaulter, only notice is issued, will they be entitled to get this loan? Third thing, whether this loan, if it is disbursed, whether the bank will adjust this loan against their old dues, or it will be made actually available for their business.
Patnaik sir, will you answer this question? Can you unmute your mic? Yes, sir.
Yes. So as far NPA part is concerned, so let me explain. So this is a loan product available in working capital term loan facility, repayable over 4 years with 12 months moratorium period. So 13 months onward, borrower has to start the repayment, and 13 months onward, all the norms, prudential norms as per the classification of assets, non-performing asset, that is applicable automatically. So whenever there is a default after 13 months, 19 days time period is there. Beyond that, account is going to become NPA unless until repayment is not there. So from that point of view, there is obviously there is a possibility that that unit or borrower may default. So that is one area. So for that, here government has announced that guarantee lending. So government has announced guarantee-based lending. In case of default for this 20%, government has assured their guarantee for coverage. As far as security part is concerned, as per the scheme, charge over floating and fixed asset to be created out of this loan proceeds. That is the security. Other part is extension of existing current assets and fixed asset, primary and collateral. That is also.
Okay. Okay. So with this one, I want to invite Mr. Panse to give your closing remarks on particularly the SME sector, how they will ignore, or not ignore, we can say avoid the NPA system, and how they will survive in a difficult time. In 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Salunke. After hearing everybody, we are working, I felt very strongly, is that the entire package, entire system, entire mechanism is working on the symptoms of business sickness. We are not getting into the root cause and trying to work out on the root cause. Getting only money to the SMEs, will it be a solution? If that money is with a high interest rate, how can this SMEs will service? How can they survive? And how can they repay the loan? That is one aspect. So the structuring of capital and working on the structuring of capital and providing the various means to infuse equity is very important than just giving them the loan. That too, we have to look at the interest rate also. Another issue is that when you are in the business, particularly after this COVID issue, we are assuming that within 3 months or 6 months, the things will come to normalcy. I think it will take at least 6 months to restart the real business, to get into the original track. And then it will take another 1 year to 1.5 years to get the business rolling. Now, in that case, if you are giving them additional loan, that additional loan, will they able to service? After 1 year of moratorium, within another 6 months, you will find many SMEs are getting into NPAs. In that case, whatever the NPA position today we have got, it will increase substantially. And if you go for provisioning for the banks will also be in the problem. I'm not going to take much of the time because it is quite a long time we have been discussing it. But I would like to conclude in a very short, simple manner, is that we are looking at the business or SMEs problem mainly from the banker's point of view. We are not looking at the entire business from the business point of view. We are using so many schemes and pressurizing the banks to do that. Now, even the banking mechanism, if you see, as rightly said by ex-bankers, that the accountability will hold them back. Will they become aggressive? Sir, my understanding of any business is that for doing a good business, you have to have two purposes only. Purpose one, to get the customer, and purpose two is to retain the customer. What efforts we are putting to retain the SMEs as our customer for a long run purpose? If those efforts are thought over, if we have think in a long term perspective, we are looking for this year balance sheet, that year balance sheet. As a country, we have to look at it in a very long term perspective, and just giving this kind of packages, how long it will? We are working only on the symptoms, sir. Those who are likely to be under stress, those are under becoming NPAs, or after these 6 months, there will be many people who will become NPAs. What provision we have got for them to get back? Our recovery mechanism, we are using the various laws like DRT Act, SURFACE Act, IBC. They are the mass killers of the SMEs. Where is the system whereby these SMEs who are viable, who can be pulled out? And you are telling that we will give you the loan, but these people, they have created a business, they have created employment, and if they are shut down, the assets are going to be sold in the market, and what price it will be sold, we know it very well. So, even in banking mechanism, we have to bring out a vision that recovery through revival. That should be the parameter rather than recovery through various.
Good message you had given, Mr. Panse, that recovery to revival, and that with that word, I think we should encourage more SMEs to take advantage of what are the facilities available. And as you said that, I don't think, and I'm also doubtful that full operations will start, at least it will take next March, because of this COVID impact, and this 5th lockdown is going to be imposed or maybe decided by government today or tomorrow. It will be affect to more industry. Even though essential product the production is started, some green zone industry started, but it's not full-fledged. Hardly 15% industry started. Even I heard yesterday all the top CEOs from the India's INC, they said it will take at least next 12 months to come on the track. We will not going to achieve the 2% GDP growth in this year also. So I'm sure that the SME will be a victim of this COVID impact, and I'm sure that the government will create a level playing field, will provide a value addition services, and will provide a very, very moral as well as a practical support to revive and survive. With these words, I'm thankful to the speakers, I'm thankful to the participants and delegates, listeners, viewers for participating. Those are looking value addition services, advisory business services, or a new business opportunity, or any other business point of view as guidance, please write to director@smechamber.com for further support and further services, and become member of the chamber to continuity with us for business connectivity and business reformation. Thank you very much.